What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today I can barely contain my excitement. Good lord, I said I wasn't gonna cry. They did it. They fucking did it. E3 is complete. I can die happy. Life is good. Life is really good. It always is around the Electronic Entertainment Expo. It is incredible that after all this time, they put Banjo-Kazooie into Super Smash Bros. There will be a separate video on that, because I have waited so long for this moment, I need time to prepare something special. Now, I won't be able to cover and talk about every game and announcement. If I happen to miss your favorite, then another E3 event has come and gone. The dust is settling, and now the long night, the long wait, begins. But who stole the show? What announcement, trailer, or gameplay reveal generated the most hype? And who's the biggest laughingstock of them all?
You stupid.
Well, let's take a look at our contenders. The winners and losers of E3 2019.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA started things off by not attending E3 and hosting their own expo called EA Play. EA Play only gives public access out to certain people, specifically those who pre-ordered over 1,000 loot boxes and got all 18 puzzle pieces.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen.
The game looks like it plays itself, honestly. I say that in the sense that running on walls and climbing doesn't require much attention or interaction from the player. Of course, they have the generic sidekick droid. Disney and EA can't get enough of that archetype, apparently. Although Force Unleashed kind of played itself in the early levels, so I won't judge it too harshly, but the game just looks hella easy. I mean, the Empire has really downgraded its tech too. Damn, how'd you make your blaster projectiles even slower? Or shoot slower, please! They must have cut benefits or pay too in the Empire, cause man, these guys are just not putting any effort into it anymore.
I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch!
The writing seems decent, animation not bad, except this part in the new trailer.
Hey! Who are you?
Gotta also love how the spider looks like it's gonna go through the motion of ripping his head off and then it just doesn't. Guess he wasn't hungry. So, being set after Order 66 is a really cool idea. I'm excited to see what they do with that. Would be awesome to see this main character escape from the Jedi Temple as Anakin and the clone troopers are attacking it. That would be something we had never played through before. Regardless, this is unfortunately Electronic Arts we're talking about, so nothing is ever certain. They could shut down Respawn Entertainment like they did so many others. Look, and I know Star Wars has never had an M-rated game before, which is a fun fact that is actually quite remarkable, but come on, we had lightsaber amputation in the Episode 3 video game. We had it in Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy. You need it here. It's missing something. It's a fucking lightsaber. It needs to feel like one. I mean, overall though, the demo really nails the spirit of a Star Wars adventure game, and I hope that they can keep that spirit alive when the game launches. We haven't had a legit single-player Star Wars experience in forever. Don't fuck this up, EA.
Is this good for the player?
So aside from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, EA also showed, what was that, Apex Legends Season 2? I still haven't played it. Let's see, something else that's interesting. Not a chance, no, goodbye. Shit, this went on for 3 hours? Tactical oof detected. EA, you guys are very underwhelming this year. But they could have done worse. They could have had Trevor Noah talking about
FIFA superfan, Trevor Noah.
2K.
Jesus, that EA play left a taste of wet sand in my mouth. You know what E3 needs? Some of that 2K funk. That's what I'm talking about. A real Borderlands 3. None of this Borderlands 2.5 super duper prequel, Handsome Jack collection, bullshit titling. That signature cel-shaded animation with the comedic twist is back. I've been away from this series for a long time. It looks more batshit crazy than ever before. I've missed you, Claptrap old friend. I've missed you. But 2K could easily ruin this game with loot boxes. Borderlands to me feels like the last haven of the true looter shooter genre. Everything else seems to have been corrupted by DLC loot boxes and some form of pay-to-win bullshit. Be better than your competition, 2K, and I'll buy Borderlands 3 and all of its DLC. So Bethesda, you're coming off the release of one of the worst video games of all time. This is not a good look for you. I don't even know what's keeping Todd Howard together right now on stage.
We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
How has he not collapsed under the tremendous amount of guilt and suffering that Fallout 76 has caused? And they fucking announced DLC for it. You know, I love to laugh at this game, yet I can't help but wonder if Bethesda can pull a No Man's Sky and turn this ship around. It's not gonna convince me, and I'm doubtful because Bethesda have been way more fucking sleazy than Hello Games ever was. My entire perception of Bethesda changed when Fallout 76 came out. Years and years of building a reputation tossed aside because they cared about money more than their fans. At this point, I trust them only slightly more than EA and Activision. Oh well, let's fast forward through this bullshit. Oh! They announced where the new Elder Scrolls game is taking place, and it's in Elsewhere? Wait. Nope. I'm over it. Don't care. It's for Elder Scrolls Online. Who gives a shit? Move on. I gotta say, I ain't a fan of MMORPGs, but even if I was, this cinematic trailer doesn't do shit to get me excited or even consider playing the game. And, no news about the game people are actually excited to hear about. The only thing we have is it's confirmed it will launch on the next generation of consoles. Whoop-de-doo?
Doom Eternal.
Oh, fucking thank God you guys got Doom. Eternal looks orgasmic. It looks like one of those sequels that is exactly what you want it to be. It gives you the exact same thing you loved, but more of it, and better than before. The new movement mechanics look incredible. I am slightly worried about its effect on Doom's formula, but I can't wait to see all the new murder animations and murder weapons.
Shut up and take my money!
Bethesda more or less would have been a laughingstock were it not for Doom Eternal. I don't know what you guys are doing over there, but you're losing your touch. You are losing it. The next generation of Star Trek, their video game consoles, has officially been announced. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Phil Spencer knows how to make Xbox great again. Cutting edge hardware and iconic game franchises, that's what I'm talking about. But what's this xCloud thing? Wasn't there a whole big deal made about that with the Xbox One? And then what the fuck happened there? Is this just more mumbo jumbo talk that doesn't mean anything?
We heard you. A console should be designed and built and optimized for one thing and one thing only: television. For one thing and one thing only: gaming.
Ironic.
That's why it should have been called the Xbox One, because it should have had one focus. Xbox Scarlet will release in 2020, and naturally, Microsoft, being a software company, are once again obsessed with how powerful the console is and the specs. And that's all well and good, but without a hot lineup of exclusive games, some incredible features and hardware, it's going to be a tough sell.
We will launch Project Scarlet with Halo.
Well, shut my mouth. Halo Infinite is gonna be a launch title for Xbox Scarlet. Alright, you got me sold. Hey, boo, hip, hip. You didn't have any gameplay to show us, and, comes out in 2020? I'm sorry, I can't discuss this right now. Halo Infinite, you're getting your own video. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated. The way CD Projekt Red handles their business is so atypical in this industry that has strived to nickel and dime the hell out of gamers. They are so good at catering to the consumer that for me, I'm instantly down for whatever they make. Whatever they're coming out with, I'll buy it.
Please welcome Keanu Reeves.
Well, Xbox, you certainly surprised me. You brought Keanu Reeves up in this motherfucker, and he is looking fly as ever. I find it odd people were saying this was awkward and weird. I mean, a little bit, but who cares? That man is the one. He's a legend. And yes, he is breathtaking.
The feeling of being there, of walking the streets of the future, is really going to be breathtaking. You're breathtaking.
CD Projekt Red is gonna kill it once more, with their unique spin on the cyberpunk subgenre. Well, I say I'm an Xbox fanboy, but I don't know anything about Gears of War. So, this trailer, if you can even call it that, what the fuck was that? Huh? Anybody got an answer for me? Was this the edgy emo kids digital media project? Come on, man, you could do better than that. What are you even trying to convey with this trailer? Microsoft didn't really bring anything groundbreaking to the table. I know the Scarlet is a ways out, but even if they had some gameplay to show us for Infinite, I guarantee everyone would have looked at this conference way differently. People seem kinda mixed. I'm always leaning towards the Xbox fanboy spectrum, but I gotta say they had a chance to blow Sony out of the water this year, and they just didn't capitalize. How, you might ask? Well, it's because...
And the aptly named Sir not appearing in this film.
Have you seen this company? They went missing and haven't showed up for their E3 conference. Oh, that's right, they didn't host one this year because they wanted to find inventive opportunities to connect with their community. Okay. So as an Epic Gaming YouTuber, I stay pretty up to date on relevant gaming news, and even if I don't, you guys and gals will almost certainly tag me on Twitter, send me a DM, ask me a question on Discord, which incidentally, you should follow me on Twitter and join our public Discord server. But it seems they already released details on the PlayStation 5? That was like over a month ago? I mean, this is cool and all, not much to say about it other than it's going to be an obvious upgrade over the PS4. But they talked about that in May? I didn't hear a damn thing about it. Not one DM sent to me, not one tweet on my newsfeed, not one message on any of my social media platforms. How the hell does news this big fly so low under the radar? Sony's strategy of not appearing at E3 is a bizarre one. I don't see how they got any more exposure this way or what they thought the benefits of this decision were going to be. After they were consistently putting Microsoft in their place, after they would come out and announce exclusive after exclusive, now they just forfeit all their presence and opportunity to upstage them? Did they just not have anything ready? I have no idea what they were thinking. Banjo-Kazooie is in Smash. Nintendo wins. Well, Banjo-Kazooie was just one of 2 DLC characters announced in this Nintendo Direct. The other one, of course, is an anime sword fighter. Watch, they're gonna give him a down B counter. Look, as big as Dragon Quest might be in Japan, no matter how deserving the hero is of a spot on the roster, come on, how many anime sword fighters does this game need before you're satisfied, Sakurai? On the real, I'm not really mad. I've got way more from Smash Ultimate than I ever would have dreamed of, so I will always be happy. Alongside this, Nintendo also announced Dragon Quest IX, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition, which is the most awful title to say with your mouth. I always love seeing my main man Luigi get his own game. Unfortunately, his last adventure, Dark Moon, was so pathetically easy, I beat the second main boss without taking damage and instantly put the game down, never picked it up again. The original on the GameCube is a masterpiece, so it's interesting how I got these 2 polar opposite levels of enjoyment between 1 and 2. Either way, Nintendo will need to make things more difficult if they want to keep me playing. The Link's Awakening remake, remastered, reboot looks pretty cool. I remember the original game being a blast, especially since it was portable. In any case, glad to see they are reimagining the game, though the graphics and art style seem kind of questionable to me. There's a new Fire Emblem game, a lot of anime stuff, Witcher 3, more anime, arguably the 2 worst Resident Evil games getting ported to Switch, anime, and oh yeah, new Pokemon games. Truth be told, I lost faith in Nintendo's ability to make unique, cool Pokemon when Black and White version came out. They made an ice cream cone with 3 evolutions, and I never forgave them for that. But Sun and Moon were great at reskinning my old favorites. I don't know, the starters here look super lame, and I'm not too confident in the sword and shield concept. The region looks pretty damn cool though. It feels very wide open. I'll probably get it. Who am I kidding? I love me some Animal Crossing cuteness. The games are just so chill. It's the type of thing that, even people who don't play video games could probably enjoy Animal Crossing. And the graphics here are damn good. For this type of cartoony game, I tell you, this reminds me of when Mario Galaxy first came out in 2007. I am looking forward to paying my taxes and bills in a video game while avoiding doing the same thing in real life. Oh yeah, and there's a sequel to Breath of the Wild. No biggie at all. Oh wow, I'm surprised they're announcing another Souls game so soon after Super One-Armed Ninja, the video game. Yes, I'm calling them Souls games for simplicity's sake. What, you want me to call them From Software games? Now screw that, not as creative. So what you got for us, Miyazaki? Some of your typical vague, what? George R.R. Martin is working on this? What's his involvement going to involve? Elden Ring is apparently going to be an open-world RPG, which is so far from the norm of what we expect from the Souls games. But the Souls series has always been open-worldy, just not fully open-world, like say Skyrim or Witcher 3. Apparently Miyazaki and From Software didn't actually think Georgie would agree to work on this game. But after Season 8 of Game of Thrones,
I don't want it.
And the 8-year gap between Dance of Dragons and Winds of Winter, I'm really not sure how I feel about this. I'm hella hyped and happy at the same time, yet I want George to finish his damn novels. Elden Ring looks just as vague in terms of storytelling as the other game trailers we've seen from Software in the past. Regardless, can't wait to see what this dynamic duo pulls out. Well, overall, E3 2019 was pretty good, entertaining at the very least. Not nearly as many games got me hyped and my wallet ready as they did last year. The best looking games and franchises, in no particular order to me, are Halo Infinite, with an asterisk, Cyberpunk 2077, Borderlands 3, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Elden Ring. But the game I'm most hyped for, Doom Eternal. Out of every game I saw, this is the one where it looks like it's going to have literally everything I want and more. But overall, this year's winner of E3 goes to Nintendo, the clear victor, who came prepared with the most ammunition to fire off, while EA, Bethesda, and Sony were the biggest disappointments.
That's right, that's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76.
There were several surprises, disappointment, and excitement all around. I love this time of year where gamers unite to criticize and praise the upcoming games from the industry we all love. But which games are you looking forward to most? Which press conference was the worst and the best? Thank you all for watching. That's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace!